Some suffering makes no sound. It does not scream. It does not beg. It simply waits hidden in plain sight until someone chooses to look closer. When Animal Aid Unlimited received the emergency call, no one knew how close death already was. What they found was a dog whose face had become a battlefield. Deep holes carved into his skin were alive with flesh-eating maggots, consuming him slowly, relentlessly. His eye had swollen shut, sealed by pain rather than sleep. He scratched at his face again and again, not from instinct, but from desperation. Each movement was a silent plea to escape a body that had turned into a prison. Yet there was no escape. Only endurance. Time was no longer measured in hours, but in breaths. The rescue team moved quickly, knowing that delay would not mean a peaceful passing, but an excruciating one. Death, in this case, was not merciful. It was patient. Hands reached out not to harm, but to heal. One by one, the maggots were removed. Wounds were cleaned. Damage was revealed in its full, heartbreaking truth. Through it all, the dog did not fight. He trembled, but he stayed still, as if some fragile instinct told him that these hands were different. For the first time in a long while, pain was being challenged. Sedated and treated, he was carried to safety. The chaos faded into silence. In the days that followed, he lay motionless, not asleep, not awake, hovering in that uncertain space where survival has not yet made its decision. When his eye finally opened, it did so cautiously. There was no joy in it yet, only disbelief. The world had hurt him deeply before. Trust, once broken, does not return all at once. But healing has its own quiet language. The wounds began to close. Swelling softened. His scratching stopped, not because he had no strength, but because the pain was finally loosening its grip. With each passing day, his body remembered how to exist without agony. And then, one morning, he stood. Unsteady. Hesitant. Alive. His tail lifted, just slightly. His eyes, once dulled by suffering, held a fragile light. He was no longer a creature waiting to die, but a soul learning how to live again. This is not a story about luck. It is a story about intervention. About compassion arriving before it is too late. Because every life saved is a quiet rebellion against cruelty. And for this dog, nearly lost to unimaginable pain, kindness rewrote the ending. This time, he did not have to suffer alone.